Hey guys, what's going on? This is Alex over at My Freedom Smokes, and today we're going to take a quick video to teach you about nicotine safety. Now, more than likely when you buy your e-liquids, it comes with a little bit of nicotine inside. Whether you look at it in percentages or milligrams, doesn't matter. More than likely you've got a little bit of nicotine in that e-liquid, and if you don't, good on you. But if you're in the DIY realm, you're not dealing with tiny bits of nicotine. You're dealing with large quantities of it in very high milligrams, sometimes all the way up to 100 milligram, and that's nuts. Because of that, there are extra safety precautions you do need to take when mixing your DIY e-liquids and dealing with those high-grade nicotine and high milligram nicotine concentrations. The number one thing you need to do, and we've said it countless times and we're gonna say it until the day we die: gloves. Always wear your gloves. I can't stress this enough to you. You need to wear your gloves. If that nicotine gets on your skin, you don't know what kind of pain you're gonna be in. Just like that. Always wear your gloves. These can save your life. We have them available on the website. You have no excuse. They are cheap. Please wear your gloves when dealing with free-base nicotine or high doses of nicotine, anything higher than a 24 milligram, please wear your gloves. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I am going to talk about storing your nicotine. Okay, so when you're getting milligram strengths from 24 and up, your nicotine is going to oxidize over time. What that means is that the more it's subjected to the sunlight and air, it's going to start turning brown. It's going to start out pretty clear, and then it's going to kind of start looking like this a little bit. It's going to start darkening, and what that does is it doesn't change your flavor at all. It doesn't change how you vape at all. It just looks a little bad. But we know that, you don't want that. You want something that looks nice and pure. Here's an example of what happens when you don't keep your nicotine cold. This right here, this is an extreme example, but it's still a good example. This is 100 milligram nicotine in a 1 liter bottle, and it's been sitting out for a year. This is what happens when you don't take care of your nicotine. It turns black. You can't even see through it. You can't see anything through this. It is completely pitch black. I mean, come on. This is not good. I wouldn't recommend vaping this. It would probably still taste okay, but I wouldn't recommend it. That looks nasty. And you don't want your hard-earned money going right down the drain where this is going after this video. It's a no-brainer. Make sure and keep your nicotine cool and out of sunlight. A lot of people put them in their own plastic bags inside like amber glass bottles and put them in their freezer. They section them off small bit by small bit and only bring out the small amount that they're gonna need for that particular mix. They put it right back in the freezer, and it's good for years at that point. So just honestly, make sure you're practicing your nicotine safety and make sure you're storing your nicotine properly to ensure you're gonna get the most out of your hard-earned money. Because I hate it when I hear about people that get orders from nicotine and a few months later they're saying it's turned dark, it's turned brown, and they never did any sort of precautions to make sure their product was gonna be up to quality for years to come. Second thing I want to mention about your nicotine, when you receive it, please make sure to mix and stir your bottle, not the finished product, your bottle of unflavored nicotine. Because what's going to happen is nicotine does not 100% dissolve. It can get about, I think they said it was 98% dissolved, but there's a certain amount that just will not dissolve and it can settle. So more than likely, by the time you've received your nicotine, there's going to be about this much freebase at the bottom that is now separated. If you pull from your nicotine up top, you're going to be getting a lower reading, and as soon as you go further down, it's going to get higher and higher and higher, and it's going to mess up your mixtures. Especially once you get down to the bottom, if you only pull just a little bit out and pop it in there, you're probably getting close to 24 milligrams of nicotine. I'm not gonna drip 24 milligrams of nicotine. I certainly know you don't. That's gonna hurt, it's gonna taste bad, don't do that. So when you get your bottle, make sure you mix it, you stir it, you make sure that not a single bit of liquid is exactly where you left it last time. That way, you're gonna ensure that your product is the same every single time. You understand? Good. So that's just been a quick video from me over here at My Freedom Smokes. And if you have any other questions, put your gloves on and leave a comment below.